Hey there, do you own or operate a breakfast cafe or coffee shop or something in between, and you feel like you're not getting enough sales volume and people just seemingly don't even know that you exist? Well, this video is specifically for you. My name is Alex Evans. I'm the founder of Raging Agency, and in today's video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to create a profitable meta campaign that's either going to be able to generate you high ticket catering leads, or in this instance, for this particular client that we're going to be working with, we are going to get them on the map. See, Lavi Bell came to me just a couple of weeks ago, and they said, "Hey, we are down the road from you. We're actually located here in Miami, where I'm also located." And they said, "No one even knows that we exist. We don't know what to do." I said, "Not a problem at all. We just need to make sure that we get you in front of all of the local residents here in Miami." So it's exactly what we're going to do today. This is step one for Lavi Bell to get put on the map. We will be using Facebook and Instagram advertisements, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I'm going to set it up. There is no gatekeeping here. I'm showing you absolutely everything. So if you own a cafe, a restaurant, a bakery, or a coffee shop, and you just need to feel like you're getting put on the map, per se, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that in this video. So stay with me. I'm going to record the entire thing. And if by the end of this you still have questions, just let me know in the comments below or reach out. You can reach me on email at alex@ragingagency.com or just head over to our website. I'll also link that down in the description. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so before I get into all of the background information about the promotions and everything that we're going to run, I just want to take you guys onto their website very, very shortly. Once again, I want to say that this is a cafe that is literally located down the road from me within a 5 to 10 minute walking distance, and I had never heard of this cafe ever in my entire life. It's actually quite shocking. And I think that has a big reason as to why we're working together now, because I'm just down the road and I've been able to go visit them since. But one thing that really stood out to me is that they have amazing 5-star reviews on Google, which made it make more sense for us to work together. I'm always looking to work with brands that are actually putting out a good product and people actually enjoy. But then on top of that, they already have like the order now, they have the menu online. Like there's so many things that I thought that they were working, that was working really well for them. I absolutely love the menu, and it's just something that we were able to get behind. And it's just so shocking to me that even though I live down the road from them, I had never even heard from them. So when I initially have a conversation with a brand, especially like a restaurant, it's very important for us to understand if they're looking for high ticket catering leads or if they're looking to be put on the map. In this instance, they don't necessarily need the catering leads today. They just need more people to be coming in because it is such a walkable area where they're located. And if I didn't even know that they existed and I work from cafes and I go out to grab lunch a lot of the times, then there's definitely a lot more people that also don't even know about them as well. So when I had the conversation with them, it seemed like engagement was pretty much the number one thing that we're going to do. So what we were able to do is create a creative brief for them. So this particular client actually has an in-house content creator or somebody who can film Instagram, like vertical lifestyle content for them. So what we did is basically break down exactly what the brand is, what it should be known for, and then we created the brand tone, the core services, the offer promotions, and then we linked in a couple different Instagram reels, and then we sent this back to the content creator. So the content creator was just very easily able to pretty much remake these Instagram reels here that we have linked on the right hand side. And then we will be utilizing the offers and the promotions inside of the actual ad copy itself. So one thing that we want to ensure that we're not doing is we don't want to create video content that looks like an ad. We want to create video content that is seemingly like user generated or like UGC style, where it's like very lifestyle. It's clips of the food. It's very easy to watch and it's kind of like playful and entertaining instead of being like a hard sale. One thing I always talk to clients about is like maybe you've seen a promotion for like Burger King, KFC, or McDonald's. It's always like they always do like a hard sale. They're like, hey, get this like KFC bucket for like $15. Like we do not want to do that. That is absolutely not going to work. It's not going to attract the right people. Those bigger brands are only doing that because they have like that budget to do so. But I know that you, as an owner and an operator for an independent location, you want to use your budget wisely. The best way that we can do that is to create content that actually adds to the flavor of your business and it kind of like picks you up and puts you up in the spotlight instead of you doing a hard sale where you're saying, hey, come in and just get this like free dessert or whatever. Now, I do think that it's advantageous to have some type of offer or promotion, and you'll see actually here inside of here we do. So like purchase any all-day breakfast item after 1 p.m. and get a free cappuccino, Americano, or latte. Like this is something that's not going to break the bank for them, and we also got approval for the client as well, or from the client as well. Another one is like save $5 after 1 p.m. when you order in store, minimum like $25 as well. So we are doing some type of promotion to kind of like aid them in, but what we're not going to do is we're not going to slap this on top of the video. We're only going to include this in the ad copy. And then you'll see too when I show you guys the ad copy, when we're creating the ad itself. But what we're doing is we are prioritizing engagement, which means that we're trying to get more people to like and comment on the videos just to utilize these ads. So that way we have a better idea of like the engagement and like the tracking. And obviously we want people to take action on the client's account as well. Because it's just very difficult to track between the client and myself. Like if we're going to run the ads and we're just going for engagement, we want to get people in the store. It's almost impossible to track like how many people actually saw the ads and then came in. Like that's not really trackable. So what we do is we just try and get as much engagement on the post as well, so those can be the metrics that we're going to report back on. So this is pretty much what we sent over. I can show you guys a couple of the ads as well, and yeah, we'll take a peek. Let's go. Okay, so we're inside of the Drive. We basically host all of the content for our clients, and then we don't delete it either, so that we always keep it in mind. But here's an example of one of the ads. I don't think you'll hear the sound, um, but they look absolutely amazing. The cafe itself is super aesthetic, which lends itself to the ads themselves. And then my team actually went in. We ended up putting some text on screen, basically saying where the place is located, which is in Sunset Harbor inside of Miami. This clip is awesome too. Just super aesthetic. Obviously, bright colors. We're showcasing like a lot of like saturation in the video. Like it's super colorful. Obviously, super trendy. Um, so I'm super happy with these ads. Like I'm also very happy as well that we're not being overly salesy, kind of like I've mentioned previously. But it's awesome when like the cafe itself is very aesthetic. Like just makes the ads look so much better, which is really great. Cool. And then for each of these three videos, we've actually written up some ad copy as well. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys what the ad copy looks like. These are basically the campaign deconstructed. I will be showing you guys how I'm going to be creating this campaign as well. But I also want to show you all of the elements that make up a really great campaign, which is like having obviously a firm structure, which I will show you, having really, really great creatives, which are those videos, and then also having copy that's actually going to entice people to engage with the ad creative itself and then also come in. That's kind of where that promotion comes in a little bit as well. And I will add, you don't have to run a promotion, but since Lavi Bell has been open for a couple of months and they're really not seeing the overall sales volume and the foot traffic that they'd like to be doing, we really wanted to hit with a strong push. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So let's just check out one of the primary texts. So stumbled into the cutest cafe in Sunset Harbor today. Parisian vibes, bomb breakfast, and quiet corners to work and chill. If you're into croissants and cappuccinos after 1 p.m., comment coffee to claim a free drink with your brunch order. So we're just basically enticing people to actually comment on the ad. And when you get more comments on the ad itself, the ad is going to be shown to more people at a cheaper rate, which is awesome. It's basically like you're getting a bang for buck on your advertising because obviously you want to reach as many people as possible. For as least amount of money as possible. I'm just trying to hack the system a little bit here and just get the engagement up. We're basically doing that for all the different types of promotions here. So you guys can pause on the video, read these as well. But let's get over to Ads Manager. I've already got my campaign title ready to go. This is going to be the part where we actually create the campaign. So pay attention. This is not going to be a video for how to generate catering leads. I can maybe link that down below if that's something that you're interested in. This is specifically for, I would say, walkable cafes and restaurants and coffee shops that you know people should be showing up to more often, that you should be having a higher foot traffic, but you're not necessarily seeing it yet. So top in here, cool. So we're inside of their ads manager. We're going to create a new campaign. Just move that. Okay. So I'm going to start by creating a new campaign. and we're going to go for engagement because we want engagement on the actual post itself. We want as many comments because if we get more comments, like I just mentioned, we're going to get our ads shown to more people, which is really great, which is ultimately what we want. Something that's also very important to note is frequency as well. So it's going to be something, there's a couple different like KPIs or key performance indicators that I always want to look for. But realistically, the reason why agencies or any ad expert will tell you that you have to have a specific budget per day on your campaigns is because you need to get your frequency high enough. And the frequency is how many times your ad is actually being shown. I've seen a lot of times when I've spoken with clients or prospects, they say like, I tried Meta ads one time before, or I tried Facebook ads, and it didn't really go anywhere. And then I ask, well, how much money did you spend and how and how long was the timeline? And they'll be like, oh, I spent $10 a day. I tried it for 2 weeks. It didn't really work. So I just want to set the expectation now. A really good campaign will actually get better over time because it's going to start finding the right people. It's going to start serving those ads to them more frequently. But a lot of times, if your ad budget is only $10 a day, you're not going to show the ad to people enough times. People don't make a decision just because they saw your ad one time. They make a decision after they've seen your cafe maybe 4 or 5 times. So we need to make sure that we're actually showing the ad. We have a proper budget behind it so that it's being shown 4 or 5 times to the same person. And then one day they're just going to wake up and think, oh, you know what? It's time I finally check out that cafe. I've been meaning to, and I keep seeing it online. That's how a real decision is being made. So just to be upfront with expectation setting, a healthy starting point would be $50 per day minimum, between $50 to $80 per day on ads, and let them run for at minimum 30 days. But realistically, the people that always win are the ones that are going to be setting aside a 90-day runway time. So that'd be like $50 to $80 minimum per campaign. So just for this engagement campaign and running it for about 3 months, those are the ones that are going to start seeing success. And that's what we always pretty much preach to everyone who's going to work with us. So let's get back in here. And we just want to do ad set budget. That looks totally fine. And we're putting in our campaign name. Now we're going to go to the ad set name and we're going to be doing 25. Actually, we're going to change this to 21 to 45. All right, 20. Let's go age 20. So basically what I'm putting in here is I'm titling the ad set. The ad set is actually where we're going to set all of the targeting. So that's going to be, we're targeting basically locals, like men and women between 20 and 45 in age. And then the primary offer is everything is going to be after 1 p.m. So that's how I'm breaking up this ad set. And Sunset Harbor is the actual location itself. So that's why I'm doing that there. So I'm going to do ad set name and it looks great. We already have everything connected here. This is the appropriate page, but we don't want to do this. We actually want to change this to post engagement on here. So let's do that. We don't want message location, message destinations. Message destinations would be us saying that we want more people to DM us. Don't care about that. I want people to engage on the actual advertisement itself. So I will go down here and then I will do post engagement. Post engagement is going to be like a click, a comment, anything like that. And then we're going to set our daily budget to $50. We're going to set this campaign to start at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Actually, today we're going live with it. Actually, we're going to start at 1 p.m. for them because that's actually when their promotions start. And then we will actually copy and paste their address inside of here. And then what we're going to do is we're only going to target 1 mile around. This is going to be the biggest hack you will ever do. If you're running a campaign right now and you're not really seeing results, this is the change that you need to make because let's see here. Sometimes the geolocation doesn't really want to play nice. But basically, if you're running a campaign right now in Meta and you're not necessarily seeing results, it might be because you're targeting too big of a scope. If you're going to be targeting too big, like let's say 20, 40 miles, your frequency is going to stay low because you're not going to have enough budget to hit those people 4 or 5 times. So just start really, really small because those are the people that are going to be walking distance to you anyways, or like driving distance. So like just start with 1 to 2 miles, get your frequency up. That's a reporting metric that you can see inside of Meta. And then once your frequency is like above a 2.5 or a 3, that means that everyone has seen the ad multiple times. And then just start increasing your radius from there. I swear, it's like the biggest hack ever. So, okay, so we'll just do South Beach as the targeting area here. And we're going to do 2 miles because they're actually located up here. They're located right here, and they're not inside of this radius. So we're going to do 2 miles, and that's going to ensure that we're covered there. Cool. This is awesome. This is like the best targeting that we could possibly do. And then we're going to change our age to 20 and go to 45. We're good there. We don't want to set an end date. I know I kind of hop around between the campaign setup, but we're going to do, yeah, maximize engagement with posts, post engagement, daily budget. We're going to choose our placements. We want to do manual placements. I only want to do Facebook and Instagram feed. I don't want to do anything else. And the reason why I don't want to do anything else is because I want to get comments ideally. And if we have more placements, if we're showing our ads in more places, basically like if we're showing them on stories and we're showing them on search results, we're showing them in messages, then we can't get comments. Like it's the comments are all going to be like spread out. I just want to run two ads, one on Instagram feed, one on Facebook feed. So that way I know that those are where all the comments are going. Ideally, we want like hundreds of comments, and that's pretty much what we're going for. So that's why I only want to do two different placements here. Okay, so we should be good here. We're just running the two here. And then for detailed targeting, I'm actually just going to leave it open because the targeting that I want to do right now, the only one I want to do is I just want to target local. Like I don't care if these people like coffee shops or cafes or whatever. The menu is big anyways, and the creative or the video content that we've already created for these ads is really cool and engaging. So I feel really good. Like I feel that Facebook is going to be able to find the proper people for me to run the advertisements to because it's super local anyways. Like if you look at it, like our estimated audience size is actually kind of low. This is a little bit lower than I would like honestly want it to be. Um, Typically, I'd want a 100,000 minimum, but for right now, I feel comfortable with it because it's super local. That means that I know that we're going to be reaching people who actually live here and who want to come in right from day one. And then, hey, like if the frequency starts getting high, if we start showing the ad too many times to people, then I can start expanding the radius. Like there is more room. It's just a really good starting point for right now. So let's just say I did put in like they must like Dunkin' Donuts or something like that. That would make this estimated audience size even smaller, and it's like it's already pretty small. Like I don't really want to do that. Like if your estimated audience size is like less than honestly less than this, like you probably want to just increase your radius then a little bit. Let's just aim to keep it around 100,000. Cool. So we're all good here. We got men and women, all genders, 20 to 45. Um, we have our targeting dialed in. This is the only place that the ad's actually going to be showing. Feel really good about our reach too. I mean, this is one of my favorite parts, but working with a client of ours who hasn't been running ads, they are reaching how many people do you think a day? Like 20 people a day when they're posting on their Instagram story. Now they're going to be going to reaching 3.9 to 11,000 people a day with a couple hundred post engagements every single day. This is kind of the magic of advertising, just getting your brand out there so quickly, and it's going to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm super stoked for them. And I can't wait to go visit them in like a week and just kind of already start to see like what's happening with them. Okay. So we're going to come inside the ad level. We're going to create an ad. I'm going to once again pull my name. So we're going to start with the brunch and free coffee ad. I'm going to paste that inside of here. And we're just going to use our primary text here. Let's see if yeah, they do have the pixel installed, which is cool as well. Setup, creative. I'm going to upload all of my videos. All day brunch is the first one. I'm really excited for them. I went in the other day. It was my birthday the other day, and I got a slice of chocolate cake, and it was amazing. So I'm super happy. I really can't wait to go in. It's always like a treat when I get to work with people who are like local to us as well. It's also fun too when I'm creating the ads. We have a team of 25 now who are all working on different ads. And every once in a while, I'll actually do the setup myself too. So it's just super fun. I don't even want to add a destination A destination would be on the video itself. At the bottom, it would have a button that says like learn more, where we could direct them to like messaging, to the website, to catering, any wherever we want to send them. I'm not going to do that on this particular ad campaign because I just want maximum engagement. And I found that whenever we have like a learn more button on the bottom, it just looks like an ad, and then more people are like likely to just scroll past it because they don't want to be stopped with an ad. So what I'm doing, and I'll show you in the preview, is now it doesn't look like an ad. Like you can literally see it. Obviously, yes, it does say sponsored. However, it doesn't really look like an ad because there's no buttons down here. And this is what's going to get the most views and comments. And I'll go into edit media. I'm going to pick my own thumbnail. And I like this one where she's kind of eating with her eyes open, definitely. So that's going to be the thumbnail basically that people see right before the video starts playing. And I really like this. Common coffee to climate free. Drink with your blood sugar. And then the team will just respond back and let them know when people are actually commenting the word coffee or commenting anything, we can respond back and then get some more engagement on the page. And we can let them know, hey, like we see that you want this promotion. Totally good. Come in any day after 1 p.m. Show us this post and we'll be happy to hook it up for you. I'm super happy with that. Very simple, like very, very, very simple. And let's say they click on the page and then go to the website. We can also track that through the pixel as well. So I'll come in here. I'm going to duplicate this ad. I'll do existing ad set, existing campaign. And I'll duplicate this one. And then I'll come back in here and copy this new one. And we're good there. And I'm going to delete this content. And we're going to get the new primary text inside of here. I have the headline text here in case that we wanted to do a button on the bottom, but I don't. I really don't. I want to make sure that we don't make it look like an ad. Realistically, I want people to scroll by and be like, "Oh, what is this place? Like, this is so cool," but they don't even realize it's an ad, you know. And we're showing it to a minimum 4,000 people a day. Okay. Prioritize your 2 p.m. coffee run. Locals know. Yeah. Comment sweet. Okay. Free pastry. Let me skip to this one actually. The latte video. This one is awesome. Everything is super colorful there. Very pink. I'll show you guys a little snippet as well. If you guys are enjoying this video and if you're finding it helpful, just drop a comment down below or hit the subscribe button or do both. Super helpful for the channel. And I'm definitely trying to create more content that helps business owners like yourself. There we go. No button, all optimizations on. And here, we're always going to set our thumbnail image. The reason why we set the thumbnail image is because we want to make sure that everybody who's seeing the ad is seeing the same start of it. If it's changing for everybody, then we actually don't have a good baseline. Union lattes. I think this one is the one. Super colorful. You can tell that they're drinks. The shirt is pink. I just really like it. So this is our latte. I actually need to change this. Cool. And then we'll do the third ad. Also, if you're wondering how many ads should you have created, I like to test at least 3 myself. Um, because then I have a good baseline. Like we're testing 3 different offers all around the same time. So they're all very relative, like very close, but then we're testing them with different ones. Then we can see in the future, we can see how many people are clicking on them, what the actual watch time is. Are people watching the entire ad? If they're watching the entire ad, that means that the video is probably really good. Depending on how many clicks, that could be dependent on how good the promotion is or how many comments are. Like this is all data that we can basically look at, and we look at it multiple times per week to make these adjustments. But because this is their very first campaign, I just want to make sure that it's getting an adequate amount of ad spend We'll run it for a couple of days. We'll keep a very close eye on them. If one of them is tanking or if it has like a very low CTR, which is click through rate, which is basically the percentage of people who are actually clicking on the ad, which is a good sign, by the way. We want to have the highest click through rate as possible. If it's getting like a really low click through rate, then the ad itself might not be that good. We might cut it right away. Um, so yeah, see here. Okay, so I'll pop in this text here. We will format that, but let me just add the new video for this one, which is going to be, need to double check here. I think it's 401. That's this one. Okay. So final ad creative. We are uploading that now. So you're also probably wondering, like, what if you don't have an in-house content creator? The best thing that you could do then is invite other local foodies from Instagram. So if you go on Instagram, look in your city and just see who's already creating content, kind of similar to this, like more like lifestyle. I'll show you guys kind of what this one looks like as well. Play this in the background here. But find somebody who can create content like this. Give them $100. Tell them to come in. Give them some free food, and yeah, have them create the ads for you. You don't necessarily need to tell them that it's ads, but you can say like, "Hey, like I love your content. Like, would you want to come in, shoot some content, and then I can boost it on my page." Which, if you say those exact words, they're going to know exactly what you mean. It's going to be super helpful. Like, you don't need to be a professional content creator to get content made anymore. In fact, a lot of people just enjoy doing it and want to meet the owner of their favorite cafes and whatnot. So if you don't have somebody on your team, it's totally okay, but you probably should invest a little bit into getting some videos made. And if you just have one or two videos made, that's also okay. I'm thinking this is my favorite one. I love this copy. Locals know the vibe. Because South Beach is like a very touristy place, and everyone's always, if you're on vacation, you're always looking for like a local gem. So I feel like this really goes really well. And add that comment emoji again here. Do a heart. Actually, let's do it pink because the brand is super pink. I love this. This is gonna do so well. I think that like a lot of times people are trying to say too much in their advertisements and it's scaring people away. They're not connecting with anybody, or they're hyper targeting, or like hyper targeting in the sense that they have too many interests or like job like titles and all this stuff. It's like, no, let Facebook find the right people. Just make sure that you're feeding it the proper budget and then keeping an eye and turning off ads when they aren't working, getting new content created. Like, you need to find kind of what's working for you. And I feel like that's why a lot of people go to work with an agency, because honestly, it's just very time intensive. Um, but once you find kind of what's going to work for your brand, it's going to bring people in, and you're making these decisions about what the budget needs to be at, depending on where you are, and checking out the frequency and the click through rate. Like, this is what changes businesses. This is what takes it to the next level. So I'm very excited. We are going to publish this. It's going to go live in just a few hours. Um, Probably end the video here, but I will do like a triple take, and I'll actually have another person on my team go through everything as well. So I have to publish it to be able to share the link. And then before I let you guys go, just want to show you how you can actually view some of these results. So we have this ad set up here. If I click on side of it, then we'll be able to see all of the ad sets themselves. If you ever get to a point where this is like ad fatigue or if it's in yellow, what you can do is you can duplicate it, and just that alone will kind of like reset everything. But if you're consistently hitting where the delivery actually is marked in yellow, there's a really good chance that your budget's not high enough. Um, but right now, like, the ad set itself is set to $50 a day, which means that the $50 is going to be split three ways. If one of these ad creatives kind of like takes off, it starts getting more comments than the rest, most of the budget's going to go towards that. So it's something to keep in mind, because it can skew the numbers a little bit. Um, but also, if you're getting comments and engagement for really cheap, then it doesn't really matter, right? And then another thing that I just want to do is I want to click on unique CTR. So that's let's see, the percentage of account centers accounts that saw your ad performance and unique click all. Basically, it's how many people have actually clicked on the ad uniquely. So it's not like the overall performance. It's about how many individual people saw it. This is based out of a 100, by the way. So if your CTR is lower than 1%, that means your ad creative is very bad. At that point in time, you're going to want to get it redone. A ad that might have a very low CTR, who might be like a static image. I've seen a lot of restaurants run like a some type of promotion where it's like an image with a ton of text on it that's just gonna have a very low CTR because it's screaming advertisement and it doesn't look very good. One thing that you can do instantaneously to get your CTR up would be to relaunch an entire new campaign just the way that we did it here with a really cool lifestyle video and then put all of the promotion that you wanted to say on the photo inside of the written copy instead. So it'd be a really good way. And then the other thing is we want to add frequency in here as well. So we'll click on apply. These are two things that you definitely need to keep an eye on. You'll see that your frequency is mostly going to float between like 1 or like to 2%. It's very hard to get it up above the 2%. That's why I keep the geo-targeting radius very small when I'm first starting a campaign. I want to get it to 2.5% pretty much as fast as possible. I want to show the brand as many times as possible. And I'm not worried that it's going to hurt the account. I'm not worried that I'm going to hit ad fatigue. None of that stuff because I'm running multiple different ads. So as long as I'm showing different vibes, different creatives, different videos, a lot of times people aren't really going to get overwhelmed by it. They are seeing different promotions, they're seeing different ad videos. They're just getting exposed to the brand in different ways. So I want to get that frequency as high as possible. Once it gets above 3, then I will either start changing the creative or even more so than that, I'm just going to start expanding the radius to introduce new people to the audience. So that kind of, I think, is going to round out my video. It's a little longer than I anticipated, but if you found it to be super helpful, then please drop a like on the video. And if you have any questions, drop a comment down below. And if you'd like me to run your ads or anyone on my team to run your ads, then we'd be happy to hop on a phone call with you. Just go to ragingagency.com. You can book a time there, or you can shoot me an email directly at alex@ragingagency.com. All right, I will see you guys in the next video.